The winner of today's free huge pet is Sophie. Thank you for watching and commenting on all of the videos. And if you guys watching today's episode want a chance at a free huge pet, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below with your Roblox name. We're gonna be checking out all of the new Nightmare enchants and power-ups that were released this past weekend. Some of them are a little overpowered. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? My name is Dfield, and welcome back to another episode of Pet Simulator 99 here on Roblox. We're back on 99, and the Backrooms update was less than 24 hours ago. We spent a couple of hours on Saturday afternoon looking through the Backrooms, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, me personally, I had no luck whatsoever. We did try our hands on the Backrooms pack, and we did end up spending about 10,000 Robux to get some of the cool prizes. And in today's episode, we are going to be exploring the brand new Corruption and other Nightmare enchanted books, including the brand new power-up as well. A lot to talk about in today's video, and I'll let you guys decide whether or not these new books are worth it to actually add into your arsenal. Now, we are going to be farming away in the last area. I do need to mention this to you guys, all right? Currently, right now in the game, there is a problem with the Chest Mimic, the Boss Chest Mimic, and the Boss Lucky Block books. You guys can see that even if I'm here in the last area, none of the actual Boss Chest Mimics and none of the actual Chest Mimic books are going to be spawning. It is a known bug right now, guys, so remember, if you guys are using the classic Chest Mimic book right here, you guys will notice that none of the actual treasure chests are spawning currently. Another item that is currently bugged is the Chest Spell Ultimate. You guys can see right now we have a ultimate powered up, and if we step into the last area, normally when I activate this power up, there will be about 3 to 5 mini chests that pop up, but watch, I'll activate it in 3, 2, 1. I've used the ultimate, but there are no mini chests spawning in the area. Guys, I have to suspect that this has something to do with the Backrooms update. They disabled the mini chests spawning inside that mini game, and for some reason, I do think that they accidentally designed it so that it disabled it in the tech world as well. So hopefully the developers do end up fixing this one. Like I said, we are going to be talking about everything with the 3 brand new enchanted books. It's actually going to be a little bit easier to look at it here in the index because some of the newer ones are a little bit harder to find, and I did end up selling the actual books that I got from the Nightmare pack because I was never going to be using this. So anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the first Nightmare enchant that was made available in yesterday's update, and that is the Nightmare Orb. You guys can find this book in the Backrooms pack, and there's also a very small chance to find it in some of the actual breakables in the mini game, but you guys can see right now the Nightmare Orb is worth about 20 million, and in comparison to the other orb books, the Magic Orb is 90k and the Lightning Orb is 17.7. So in my limited time testing the Nightmare Orb enchant yesterday, I would strongly recommend that, you know, if you are a newbie, it might be worth testing out this book if you can't afford any of the higher tier enchanted like Boss Lucky Block books, just like these ones over here. Since some of these books are under hundreds of millions, and maybe if you guys are on a little bit of a budget, I would definitely check out this Nightmare Orb enchant just because it does increase your damage in the last area by a lot. Some of you newer players who might not have a full team of huges yet will be able to benefit from the Nightmare Orb, but in my personal opinion, I do think that this Nightmare Orb will probably stay between 20 to 25 million gems. It's a very powerful enchant. I wouldn't say it's overpowered, but it definitely does help out the noobs more so than it does the end game players like myself. So I would recommend it. I just personally wouldn't use it because I am going to be using all of the Boss Lucky Blocks and the Boss Chest Mimics instead. Now, next up on the list is the Corruption enchant. This one was added in the Backrooms pack yesterday. If you guys get lucky enough to find one in here, if you guys do end up getting a little bit lucky in the Backrooms pack, it is one of the ones that are available sort of in the lower tier Robux amount. So you don't have to spend all the way up to 1200 Robux to find it. hit in your backrooms pack. I think we actually ended up getting really lucky, and I spent like 100 Robux as part of the little backrooms pack chunk that it came in. My thoughts on the corruption enchant, guys. This right here is the most sleeper, the most overpowered enchanted book that they added into this actual update, and not a lot of players are talking about it. But let me go ahead and guide you guys through my thought process on this corruption book, and I'll leave you guys to decide whether or not it is worth it for endgame teams like myself with 99 huges. Now, as you guys can see, the corruption book states there's a chance to apply corruption to breakables, which increases the amount of damage that you do. It might not seem like a lot right now, but currently, for those of you guys who don't know, breakables in the last area, no matter how strong your team is, takes about 3 ticks or 3 attacks for the actual breakable itself to break. And with the use of this brand new corruption enchant, since it does increase the amount of damage those breakables can take from your pets, there is a strong chance that the breakables will actually break in 2 hits instead of 3. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but as you guys can see, when you are breaking breakables in a millisecond, that 1 extra hit multiplied over millions and millions of breakables that you guys are probably breaking every single day, it definitely does add up, and over time you will be getting more loot and more money as well. Now, in PS99's current stage, the corruption book is only going to be usable in the last area and maybe for some mini games like the chest rush mini game, but I do have to say, when World 3 releases right over here, guys, in this actual Angelus, you guys can see, you guys can actually walk up to it and click E. World 3 is coming soon. Now, when World 3 releases, and I'm assuming it will be releasing in the next big update, there's a good chance they're going to finally add those really big AFKing chests at the end of the world, and this corruption book will be the key for most teams to actually be very efficient at breaking those big chests. Now, currently in its day and age, it is 42 million diamonds in the actual trading plaza. In my personal opinion, it will probably stay between the 40 and 50 million range, and there's a good chance it might even go up in price if some players end up finding out how good of a book this is. As a quick note, I don't recommend the corruption book for newer players. This is gonna only benefit those with a full 99 huge team a lot more than it will using any other book, so do keep that in mind. If you guys are new and if you guys don't have a lot of huges, the corruption book might not really be for you. Now, last but not least, the very last thing that we do have to talk about for this Nightmare event, they added a Nightmare Ultimate last week. We've been doing a little bit of testing, as you guys can see, but I did end up selling the item because I thought it wasn't really worth the price tag on it. As you guys can see right here, my Nightmare Ultimate has been leveled up to level 80, tier 3 on the actual enchant. Now, do I recommend the Nightmare Ultimate? I'm not gonna lie, guys, it is actually not that bad. In comparison to the chest spell, which is 300 mil, and the hidden treasure, which is 650 mil plus, the Nightmare Ultimate is a great budget-friendly damage-dealing ultimate, and the reason why I actually would recommend this to the mid-game players is because of the chance to drop the Nightmare Fuel. I'm gonna pull open my alt account really fast for you guys. He's selling stuff here in the plaza, but if you guys search in the plaza and look up Nightmare Fuel, it's currently about 2.5 to 3 million per item, and with this actual ultimate, there is a chance that you spawn and drop in those Nightmare Fuel items as long as you are farming in the right area. Farming in the last area will clearly give you the best chances to get that Nightmare Fuel drop, and overnight, if you are auto-clicking and using your ultimate as soon as it's up, you guys can basically get your ultimate every 2 or 3 minutes, and overnight you'll get about 5 to 10 of those Nightmare Fuels. Over the course of a week using that ultimate, it will definitely add up to some huge pets. I would recommend the Nightmare Ultimate for you mid-game players out there, maybe with about 20 to 30 huges. It's something to consider with all the brand new items, but as always, I hope you guys learned something new in today's episode. There's some new enchants and there's some new items coming your way. I'm gonna get back to farming. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Dfield. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Roblox video. Have a fantastic day. Peace.